it's me with 85th and Wade. Thanks for joining me today. Now, in this episode, as you can see from the thumbnail, it is about a fabric haul, and not just one fabric haul, two different ones. So the same company, just two different orders, two different times of year. This first order, the smaller order, is actually from March of this year, and then the second order is from early July. I want to say they may have had a 4th of July sale, and that's why I picked up this big bundle here. But same company, two different orders. Now, unfortunately, the company Girl Charlee, where I purchased this from, is no longer in business. They actually closed their business the 1st of September 2024. They had a major sale because I already had two orders that I haven't even opened yet. I didn't feel the need to rush out and buy any additional pieces from them, although I did go to the site and take a look at it. And while the prices seem to be relatively the same in terms of what they normally would have the pieces on sale for, it may have been a smidgen less. The shipping was like not discounted at all. So I wanted to see what that looked like and actually put in and just added some things to my cart. I think it was like maybe $60 worth of stuff to my cart, $50 to $60. And that's after all of the discounts or whatever. And shipping was like $50. So I think what normally it was $9.99 or something like that. The shipping for their going out of business sale was not discounted. It was full price. It was $50. And so it was like, whoa, okay, I'm for real not getting it, because that's just more yardage that I could get at a local store. Instead of paying for shipping. I am a proponent of paying for shipping. People need to get paid to actually bring the deliveries to the house. I just was not interested in shipping any extra fabric that I didn't necessarily need. It would have just been novelty, if anything. So I stuck with what I had. Now, in terms of these two orders, like I said, they are pretty old. I still have my confirmation, so you'll see me using my iPad to actually identify what fabric it is, so I can make sure I get them right in the yardage that I purchased, the amount of yardage I purchased. So we'll be looking back and forth with that as well. So with that, I am going to start with the smaller package. Again, this was the one that I purchased back in the 1st of March. Okay, forgive the rumbling and the extra noise here. We're going to dig in and see what we have. Okay, lucky me, I actually opened it on the side that they have the packing ship for. Now, I don't know if it's in the same order as what's already in the package, so I am going to fire up my handy dandy iPad here and we can look to see. So I already can see that this first one is called Gold Burgundy Starburst Tie-Dye Waffle Knit Fabric. I bought 3 yards of fabric for a total of $9. So this is the Gold and Burgundy Tie-Dye Waffle Knit. Now, looking at this, you can see that it's pretty thin. I can definitely see the camera through it and all of that. I don't know that I necessarily had anything in mind when I purchased this one, but you're going to see a theme here. And so let me explain. If you went to HBCU for university, you know. For those of you who didn't or didn't have anyone doesn't have anyone in your family that did, for HBCU grads, there are 5 seasons of the year. There is winter, spring, summer, fall, and homecoming season. And every year I go back to my alma mater's homecoming. Since I graduated, I think I've missed a total of 2, technically 3, but they didn't have one because of obviously COVID. And the following year, 2021, I just wasn't ready to socialize like that in group settings. So I've only missed 2 since I graduated that were officially events on the campus. But every year we go back, we have a great time, still in contact with a number of individuals that I met at college, and we're still very close, and it's been a blast. But there are 5 seasons. My alma mater's colors are maroon and gold. And the maroon stands for those who were enslaved and actually came, freed themselves, took over captive ships, freed themselves and others, and settled in different areas. That's why they're maroons. And then the gold is for prosperity and hope. So it's not just colors, we represent history. So this is why you'll see a theme running through this, because I had these grandiose ideas of making all of these outfits for homecoming weekend. We are now here in September. I'm just opening this. We will see what actually happens between now and when homecoming happens. So this is the waffle knit. So I don't know what I would do with it. At first glance at it, I'm thinking something loungy, just around the house. I don't know what that means. If it's like a 2-piece set, if it's just some shorts, if it's just a, not a coverall, but a basic shift or something just to kind of throw on and lounge around the house. I'm not a big tie-dye person, so that was the reason why I got this, to just see if this is something that I would actually wear either around the house or outside, because it was only getting $3. No harm, no foul. So this is the waffle knit. Okay. Then next we have what looks like, let's see, This one looks like it is the burgundy space dyed solid double brush jersey spandex blend knit fabric. Again, I purchased 3 yards and it was a total of $9 a yard. So this is what they call space dyed. I don't know what that means. We can all look it up later. But double brush is what caught me. I really enjoy wearing double brush. I enjoy sewing with it too, but I really enjoy wearing it. It's very soft. And this one does not disappoint in its softness. So it's pretty stretchy. So again, very forgiving when it comes to knits when you're sewing and you're not quite sure of sizing. It's very forgiving. If you make it just a bit snug, it will grow on you, literally. And yeah, I do like it. So again, this is a maroon space dyed, and that's 3 yards. Okay, next, that looks like a solid. Let's see. So this is looking like it is the burgundy solid double brush spandex blend knit fabric, 3 yards, $9. And yeah, again, very soft, just a solid, great to pair with something that is printed or has a pattern or pattern on the fabric. If you want to do any type of color blocking, or if you have an outfit where it's a bit busy on the printed or the pattern of the fabric, you can always pair it with something solid to tone it down. So very nice. I like it. The next one here looks like it is, now this could be one of two. Oh no, let's see. Okay, this is this one. This is mustard yellow. You guessed it, solid double brush poly spandex blended. And this one I also received, purchased 3 yards for $3 a yard, which would make it $9 a yard. Now, what I will say with this one, the reason why I bought both this solid as well as the maroon solid, because I was truly thinking of color blocking these together. I feel like I had all types of pattern, sewing pattern and fabric matches when I made this order. Did I write it down? I don't know. I haven't seen anything. Should have written it down? Absolutely. So I have no idea where, what I'm doing, what I'm going to use this for. But that's why I got 3 yards of each, because it could be a really cool tiered knit dress or a two-piece outfit and really get some color blocking in there, but definitely the maroon and gold. All right. The next one, okay, is the sparkle burgundy gold. And it's taking all of me to say burgundy because everything is maroon. If you know, you know. There's light maroon, there's dark maroon, there's medium maroon, there's off maroon. So this burgundy and all these other wine colors that you all say, it's a derivative of maroon. I digress. Sparkle burgundy gold stripes on white jersey spandex blend rib knit fabric. And again, 3 yards, $3 a yard, $9. I absolutely had no idea. I don't think even when I purchased it, what I was going to do with it. I was thinking more so loungewear, possibly when I looked at the order again, because this doesn't really call out to me. Now you can see the sparkle, and hopefully the camera will catch that for the gold, for the gold in there. It's rough, that sparkle, on both sides. So I don't know what I'd use this for, because I'm not going to sleep in it. Like, that is absolutely too rough. Could it be something like an accessory, a home decor? Possibly. But that gold, and again, this is out of the bag, so maybe if I wash it, it will soften up. I highly, highly doubt it, but we'll see. So yeah, I just got 3 yards of this because it was maroon and gold. And maybe I can blend it into an outfit in spaces where it won't be as aggravating on the skin, but we shall see. Okay, now the next one is sparkle burgundy gold stripes on black jersey spandex blend rib knit fabric, 3 yards, $3 a yard. So again, same concept as the one we just saw. It's just on black with that maroon. And then this one doesn't have the mustard yellow on it. It's just the maroon and gold. And both of these are textured. I'm looking at oh no, that maroon is sparkled there as well. Okay. So both the maroon and the gold are sparkled or textured on there. Again, not very soft, pretty abrasive on the skin. And so we shall see what we can do with that. We'll find something for it. And lastly, this is the goldenrod yellow solid jersey sweatshirt fleece blend knit fabric. I got 4 yards of this one for a total of $34. So if we were to math that out, it would be about $8, a little over $8 a yard. Yeah. So this was the most expensive by far in quantity as well as in price per yard. But for this one, ooh, I like it. And the reason I bought this one because I have some really bright yellow fleece fabric that I have not used, and I probably had it for about 2 years now. And I wasn't sure how it would look on me for yellows. I don't wear a lot of yellows, so I wasn't sure if I would what I'm going to use that one for. However, with this one as a goldenrod, it gives a more mustard look or deeper golden look. And so I figured this may play better for me to wear as a color. But if you can tell the drape of that. So the other one was like true sweatshirt, like hoodie jacket type. This gives more almost more of a French terry to me type weight and feel. So I do like that a lot. This would be absolutely wonderful as a lounge wear. I mean, certainly you can wear it as, I can get a sweatshirt out of it. I can get a pair of sweatpants out of it. I can probably get some shorts out of it too. More than likely, because this is 60 inches, I think all of them were 60 or 58 to 60 inches in width. So lots of yardage there. And especially with 4 yards of this, I can see me getting a number of pieces out of this. For sure, it's going to be a sweatshirt. I don't know if it's going to be a crew neck. I don't really do a lot of hoodies, so I doubt that I'll make a hoodie out of it unless I make a zip up jacket, fleece jacket. Then I may put a hoodie on, or more than likely I'll put a hoodie on that. Yeah, I'm excited to get into this one because I do really like that color. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces or 7 cuts of fabric. Again, all maroon and gold. The idea was to sew these up over the summer so I could have them ready for homecoming season 2024. Looking like 2025, but it's okay. We'll get there. So all in all, I would say out of the, what did I say, 7 pieces, really the only 2 that I'm definitely worried about are the sparkle ones. And then the third one that's on the fence is that very first tie-dye, not necessarily for the fabric itself, although that waffle knit, take it or leave it. Some people love it, some people hate it. But more so just for the tie-dye part of it, will I actually wear it? So, okay. So far, so good with the Girl Charlee. These are my first 2 orders. I've actually ordered from them before, maybe definitely once, maybe twice before, smaller orders in that. And I've made a few things from it. Mixed emotions about those, which is why I did just this small order when it was on sale at first. And then for the 4th of July sale, they had a really good deal. Obviously, that's why I have this big package here. But I'm happy that I was able to get some of these pieces before they close. Now we can move over to the big package. Okay, so first things first, when this arrived at my doorstep, it arrived like this. This is what it came out as. I don't know if you can see it down, so I'll move it up. But you got this big old hole. And I was quite disappointed in that. Now, we saw from the first package that there wasn't any damage there. And that could be one of a number of reasons, possibly because it was a smaller package, it wasn't as heavy, so you could lift it fairly easily. This is quite a bit of weight on this one. And so depending on the delivery person and how it was handled, it could have been their fault. It could have left the company this way. I don't know. However, it stands to say that when you have big packages like this, it's okay to put an extra piece of packaging in there just so that things like this doesn't happen. It could have easily been just a garbage bag, a clear plastic bag, something that protects it from busting out like this and possibly ruining the fabric. They're out of business. It's not a lesson that they can learn. I don't know if they've gotten other, complaints like this about their orders in the past, but for all of those companies that may watch my video and see this, just give us a little extra protection. I am pro-earth and don't like a lot of plastic. However, there is a space and a place for it, and this is definitely one of them. Okay, to get off of that, let's dig into this order here. And so for this one, I have to go back and go to my emails and all the way back to, I think it was February 8th, if I'm not mistaken. Or no, this was July. This was the one in July. So the first one was February. The second one here is July. Let me get to the confirmation email where it has all the pretty pictures. All right. Okay, this one was not a maroon and gold. So we have some other colors here, so fret not. And it looks like this very first one in the order is what's on top. So cool. We'll just continue to open the package. Clearly we've had help to start. Okay, so for this one, I know I said it wasn't going to be maroon and gold, and I promise it's not. This is burgundy wine maroon. Solid jersey spandex blend rib knit fabric. So I bought 3 yards of fabric for a total of $8.40. You all can do the math there. So not quite $3 a yard, somewhere around $2.70 or something of that, $2.60. But this is a rib knit. And I have maroon, and like I said, it was three yards. So here's that one. A little thin, but I think it would make a nice soft t-shirt. It's rib knit, so I was thinking some type of like summer dress, although this is dark for summer, it depending on how long the fall actually happens, it could be a nice dress that you can put under. Oh, sorry about that. Maybe even to put under like a blue jean jacket that I have on now, or some type of jacket or sweater or something. You can wear this, put a chunky sweater on top of it or something. A little thin, so depending on your comfort level of how it drapes the body. But for me, yeah, we'll see. It could definitely be a top. It could go into some loungewear jammies when all else fails. Loungewear. Okay. So then the next one, it looks black, but that may be blue. Okay, so maybe going in order, possibly, maybe not. Okay, so this is the blue, navy blue solid jersey spandex red knit fabric. This was 3 yards, $10.20 for 3 yards, so just over $3, so maybe $3.40 a yard. And this is 3 yards as well. So this is a blue rib knit. Now for this one for sure, I always tell my husband and my son, I really like them in blues. Darker blues and heathered blues, I think really complements their skin tone. So for this one, I'm like 99.9% sure it wasn't for me. It was to make them some shirts. So hopefully with 3 yards, I'll have enough to make them both long sleeve raglan shirts. I'm thinking of that Norris Simplicity, it's an older one, Simplicity raglan top. And it was color blocked as well as one full color. I'll try to pop a picture of it up as well. But I'm thinking maybe with 3 yards of this, I'll be able to get both of them a top out of it. All right. So then next we have, oh, what is this? Somebody else. So this looks like it may be rust orange solid spandex blend rib knit fabric. And again, 3 yards, $3 or $10.20 a yard. So this may have been like $3.40 a yard. Yeah. So this for sure, I was thinking fall, right? It's that rust orange. So not too bright for the summer, but still within that fall color changing season. And not quite sure what I would do with it. I don't want to necessarily use all rib knit to make t-shirts. I don't know though anything else that I would do with this. So I'll flip through my patterns to see what I have, or with some of the suggested patterns call for suggested fabrics and see. But this is 3 yards of rib knit, and I would say the rib knits so far are pretty substantial. They're not too thin. They still have a pretty good drape on them, but yeah, they have a decent amount of opacity. I'll put it that way, without being too heavy and too. I've had other rib knits that are really thick and stronger, really tighter, but this one has a really good feel and weight to it. So that's the rust orange. Then next we have, you're like, oh God, Valencia, all these solids. I live a solid life. I really do. However, we have what is called colorful tossed tiny hearts on sage French terry blend knit, 3 yards, $8.97 total, which again is just under $3 a yard, somewhere around $2.90, maybe a yard, $2.80, $2.90. And so this sage green, I really think it's really cute. Now this for sure was either going to be some type of sweatshirt, crew neck sweatshirt, or possibly loungewear. I didn't think it's giving juvenile when you think of tiny hearts. So I wasn't sure if it was something that I would wear and make to be like a legit adult outfit. But I don't think it's too bad. I think it's kind of cute. We shall see. So here are the tiny hearts on there. And again, that sage green. And then for the heart colors, it looks like a navy blue, a yellow, and what looks to me like more like a rust orange than a red. It's not giving red. It's giving more orange. And then either a muted blue or a gray. So about 4 different colors in these hearts. But I think it's really cute. French terry, so it is soft. It's lighter. So like I said, with that, what was it? That mustard, that golden rod from the first order. This is what it was. That is more what I was. That was giving more of French terry to this than it is like the sweatshirt fleece, outdoor, weight sweatshirt fleece. But I do like this. So that's very nice. Okay. So then next we have, okay, black leopard spots on light olive French terry. And this was 3 yards, $7.89 a yard. So now we're getting closer to like $2 and maybe 30 cents, 40 cents a yard. And so here is that leopard spot on sage. Is that what it said? Olive green. So way out of my comfort zone. But I don't know. You tell me. What would you use this as? It's a French terry. It's pretty thin. I don't know if you can see my silhouette, but I can definitely see yours. It is much lighter than this It's a green sage tiny hearts. As you can see, the way it falls, it falls much softer than that one. So it's a very much a lighter weight. I don't know. I mean, it could always be loungewear. It could always be loungewear. I don't want to necessarily make clothes just to be at home. But you tell me, what would you make out of this very drapey, thinner version of a French terry? What would you do with that? And I have 3 yards, so there's possibly lots of options. All right, next we have, what's there at the top? We have a light blue heather solid hachi sweater knit fabric. So I got 2 yards and it was total of $6, so $3 a yard. So 2 yards of this. Now I have to say, I remember in one of my first order or one of the first 2 orders, like I said, I can't remember exactly how many I've ordered, how many orders I've had before at Girl Charlee, but I remember I got some sweater knit and I was really disappointed. I didn't know what hachi was, but that order learned me well. So I got this because it was, oh, well, it's summertime. Well, I was thinking summertime. It's light enough to wear in terms of the color, but then also the weight, because it's definitely not a fall. Now watch, this is about to prove me wrong. Oh my goodness, why does this feel so much heavier than what I thought? Huh, interesting. That does not fit. Oh, wrong one. Scratch that. That's what I was gonna say. This does not feel the same way. Okay, so this one that I thought it was, so we're gonna talk about Hachi later. This is the light denim heather solid cotton spandex knit fabric. This was 2 yards, $13.18 a yard. So we're talking about $2.59, I think, a yard. I'm sorry, $6.59 a yard. So this is light denim heather solid cotton spandex knit blend. Okay. So I'm like, oh, that was feeling much heavier than I thought. So, oh, I like this. Pretty soft. Again, you see that drape, that flowiness of it. Not t-shirt weight, but not legging weight appropriate either. If that gives you any indication of how this may fall in weight class for you, but I do like it. It's a really pretty color. It's that heathered look. And again, like I just mentioned on that navy blue, like I said, I really think my husband and son look good in blues. And so this more than likely would have been a purchase for them to figure out something to do with this as far as a t-shirt. This is more so, I would say, a t-shirt. I wouldn't see making a long sleeve shirt in this one for them. Plus, I only have 2 yards. So whoever is the biggest size, we're going to try to use as much of this fabric for one project. If I can squoze out too, because it is a t-shirt and it's 58 inches long, maybe I could do that. They don't wear like the muscle shirt, sleeveless shirts out in the wild. So I'm not going to make them t-shirts to wear around the house. I'm just not. So we'll see if I can get both of them a t-shirt out of this 2 yards with some pattern Tetris, then I'll do that. But at least one t-shirt for them. Okay. So that was not the hachi. Okay. So then the next one looks like, okay. Ooh. So I have 2 different kind. I'm going to go with, this one is the light copper heather solid hachi sweater knit, or sweater knit. 2 yards, $6 a yard. So that's $3 a yard. $2, $6, 2 yards, $6 total. So that's $3 a yard. Now, this is what I mean when I say that when I was thinking sweater knit, I don't know, I was thinking something just a bit thicker, more substantial. And when I received it, I was just like, ooh, this is not what I was thinking. However, I think this would be really, really good for spring, summer, and into early fall for either colder mornings or cooler days, especially when it's in the rainy season. And it could be both short and long sleeve, but the colors, you know, would still be bright and vivid enough for that particular time of the year, if you're into that. I say wear pastel pink at any day you feel comfortable with. It could be December 17th or it could be July 3rd, whichever works for you. But this is the copper, and oh, that is really nice. Again, I don't know if you can see me, but I can definitely see through it, the camera silhouette, but it's just really light and airy. So now that I know what I was picking up, it's like, okay, what's something nice that I can really do with this? And again, it's only 2 yards, so I won't be able to get as much out of it, but I do want to try to use as much as possible. So then the next one is, this is a butterscotch yellow. Let me make sure. Yeah. Butterscotch yellow loot hachi sweater knit. I don't know what loot means. Oh, this one is I purchased 2 yards, $6 total for $3 a yard. Now this is, I guess the look it's supposed to be giving. Yeah, I don't know if I like this right off the bat. It might grow on me. It may not. It could definitely go into the sell for somebody else pile immediately. 2 reasons why I say that. One, this just looks like it has gone through the dryer already and something went terribly, terribly wrong right? It's that looped look, I guess, is maybe what that means. And then two, the fluffiness of this just makes me feel as though my eyes are going to itch like crazy with a lot of dust and lint. Oh, I don't do a lot of sweaters for that very reason. Plus, with my hair, a lot of times it'll get caught. It'll be abrasive on the fabric, and so it'll look like this right around the back of the neck on the shoulders of what I'm wearing. And so, one, that could be a good reason to buy this, to wear this and make this. Because a whole sweater, it'll just look like the whole sweater is supposed to be that way, besides where my hair falls on it. But, oh, I just don't like that look. So we shall see. Maybe this will be a blessing for somebody else. Only the future will tell if you'll see this on V or if I'll just mention it in a video that I bought, made something for a different person. But this is what's considered looped hachi. So if you ever see that and not quite sure what it looks like or what it's going to turn out to be, if you order it, here it is. Get a good look of that. And I don't know. I feel like this could just be a blanket, right? I could just finish the edges of this thing and it could just be a throw somewhere, which wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, because for what did I say? $6? I think I said a $6 blanket is a good investment, right? And especially this light color. So it could be your spring or your summer blanket. We shall see. Making lemonade out of lemons here, people. Okay. The next one is, oh, who is that? I don't know who this is. Oh, this is the terracotta crepe solid hachi sweater knit. And I purchased 2 yards for $5.20 a yard. So this is like, what, $2.60 a yard? Yeah, $2.70, $2.50 plus math. Yeah, it's something a yard. I don't know. Interesting. This was who hachi? Crepe. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I like this. The color is pretty nice. I do like the color. And actually I was just looking at it like would I wear inside out? Like would I make something with this flat side versus this, I guess this is what you would consider the crepe side? Possibly. It's not hard or too harsh, too abrasive on the skin. I'll let you see that. It is certainly thin, a thin fabric, lots of drape there. So yeah, I would keep this. However, I would not have the crepe side showing. This would be my wrong side as I am making this, and use the wrong side as the outside and be 100% okay with that. Because I like the color a lot. I just don't like that crepe look. I don't know, we shall see. It's only 2 yards. Could it be a tester piece? Possibly. All right, who do we have next? What is that? This is the light blue. We talked about it earlier. This is the light blue heather solid hachi sweater knit fabric, 2 yards, a total of $6. So this was $3 a yard. And I like this a lot. Yeah, I like this one a whole lot better than that crepe. I don't know, that crepe was just giving me some type of home decor upholstery vibe. I don't know. I just, like. Okay, but this one I do like. Pretty thin. However, I knew that going in, that with the light blue would be fantastic for the summertime. It's only what did I say? Yeah, it's only 2 yards. So I won't be able to I was thinking like a duster. This would be very pretty as just a duster or cardigan. And maybe that still could be the case unless I can find a nice, a nice sweater pattern that I already have that I could use that has some good lines on it, some very clean lines. I wouldn't want it to be bulky or oversized. I would want this to be not necessarily maybe fitted, but closely fitted or loosely fitted, but not couture. But yeah, I like that. So this is again, hachi, or hashi, very thin, very light, in case you ever see that and wanted to possibly get it. All right. So this is the burgundy red solid looped hachi fabric, and they only had 1 yard left, and it was $3 a yard. So I was like, oh, maroon, okay, yay. And this one, again, that looped. I don't know. Now, if I bring back, here, let me hold it up for you first. So you can see that, again, pretty thin, right? Because I was thinking, I remember when I was ordering this, I was like, oh, they only have 1 yard of the burgundy. Not much you can do with that, or at least that I can do with that, as far as a sweater knit, right? unless I wanted to do a vest, which I most certainly can and do have desires to do. I was like, but if I paired this with the yellow somehow and did some blocking for that maroon and gold, maybe I could do that. But in looking at these, because this is a heather and this is not, I don't know that I like those two together. Let's see if I can hold them up. I don't know that I like those two together like that. I think if the burgundy was solid, it may play well with me for my taste, but putting those two together, no. Now, what I can certainly do with this 1 yard is use it as a practice. There's I think it's Pattern for Pirates vest that they have, and I do want some vests to throw over, some long sleeve shirts and whatnot. So this may be a good piece to use as a muslin or tester or toile, whatever you want to call it, when I get that pattern. I don't have it yet, thankfully. That's not one of the ones that I lost. But yeah, I can use that as a tester. All right, so then we only have a few more pieces left here. What's next? We have, this is Mocha, solid double brush jersey, spandex blend, knit, 3 yards, $10.20 a yard, so about $3.40 per yard, or $10.20 total, which is about $3.40 a yard. And this mocha is interesting. Now, this is giving a whole lot more silky sleek than the other double brush polys. So I'm wondering what the blend is on this one. It just says jersey spandex, but it doesn't give me the blend content. But this definitely feels a whole lot silkier, sleeker than the other double brush. So more like a lining. I don't know if I would say nylon, polyester. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what I would do with this. I have absolutely no ideas. And about 3 yards of it. How nice. So I have lots of I don't knows to use. The color is just okay, but I would think I would use this more as a lining fabric than anything else. Yeah, it's kind of too dark to be a slip, because I was thinking even if I made like a slip dress, just to wear under something like one of my Hachi sweaters or something else that's pretty thin, but it's not as close to my skin tone. So I don't know. We'll figure something out. But yeah, not something that I would make a garment out of as the main piece, but perhaps it could be like either a slip or a lining of something else. All right. And then next we have another colorful toss, tiny hearts on banana French terry. 3 yards, $8.94 total, which is just under $3 a yard, so maybe $2.96 or something like that a yard. $2.80. So we saw the sage green. Here is the yellow or the banana. And it's cute. Now I could definitely see some pajamas out of this. Like, wouldn't this be absolutely fun to wear spring, when it's still a little cooler, so you want something on, or I could see a sweatshirt. I know I say sweatshirts a lot, but I could see that on summer days as well. Maybe when you're just nice morning, you get up on a Saturday, you hang out, you just put on your fun banana fabric. And these colors for the hearts are, again, a navy blue, looks like more of a mid blue. This actually looks brown, and a pink, a medium pink. So not fuchsia, maybe a candy bubblegum pink, something like that. Yeah, so that's fun. Now, would I pair it with the sage? I'm gonna say no. Would you try to color block that? Would you do it? It's gonna be a no for me. The hearts, I don't know. I think it's too much for me. But let me know. Is that something you would do? Okay, I think we're down to the last 1 or 2 pieces here. Maybe the last, yeah, 2 pieces. So this one is the hunter green solid jersey spandex blend rib knit, and this was 2 yards, $6.80 a yard, $6.80 total. So that's $3.40 a yard. 2 yards, $3.40 a yard, and this is a spandex rib knit blend. Here we go. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Don't quite know what I would do with a green. It could be for the fellas again. I could try to see if I have something that I'm interested in using a rib knit. I didn't purchase rib knit much in retail. To me, it for rib knit, I would think more masculine than I would for myself when it comes to rib knit. I don't know why. Maybe I do have a couple of tank top patterns that I could use this rib knit for. Now, obviously, it would not be fall winter friendly for a tank top or a sleeveless tee, but under a sweater, oversized sweater, absolutely. Absolutely, I could see that. So we shall see. I don't know. This could be a tree skirt. Who knows? We shall see. Christmas tree skirt. We shall see. But I think, what did I say? 2 yards, 3 yards, 2 yards of it. So there's that. And then the last piece is, this is a light olive solid jersey spandex blend rib knit. 2 yards, $5.60 total, which again, okay, we're going to get this math. $2.80 a yard. What was that? That would be 5. And then you would have 30 cents. Yeah, $2.80 a yard. And this is a rib knit jersey spandex as well. So we have the hunter. Now we have the olive. So again, rib knits. I don't know. It was just on sale and I was just grabbing it because it was rib knits. And like I said, I'm pretty sure I had something in mind for this. I have absolutely no idea what that was. But rib knit. Now, if Future Editing V, wants to put in all the work, I thank her for maybe popping up some pictures of some patterns as I was going through this. If not, Future Editing V, I certainly understand, and hopefully you all will too. But those are my 2 fabric hauls. Again, Girl Charlee, unfortunately, no longer in operation, but I believe most people are starting to get those last orders for the early part of September. Once they close, they did send out an email saying, we're trying to get through all of them, and thank you all for your years of business. So with that, hopefully you've seen some things that will kind of give you an understanding maybe of some different fabrics, weights, types. So as you go out into the stores, or you go online at least, and see some of those fabrics, then you may have an indication of what they will be. I will say in many cases, there are fabric companies that have different swatch books that you can order, or swatch samples that you can order. I know I did that for the first year I started sewing. It was some independent companies that I just grabbed some of their swatches to just get an understanding or feel of them. I need to pull those back out because I think it would be helpful for me moving forward. I didn't necessarily do a lot of online shopping only because I just wasn't sure what I would be getting and didn't want to waste a lot of money in that regard. However, now that I have a pretty good amount of fabric types, I think using those type of samples and even getting more and more swatch or some swatch books would just be helpful, especially when it comes to comparing what you have. If you can write down the weight of it when you order it, the blend types, and have that all noted, have an indication of the swatches from other companies in your hand. So when you're looking at something on screen, you can say, okay, it could be closer to this weight or this feel, or still in the range of the comparison. So that's always great to have on hand and be able to identify, especially when it comes to weight, what that difference would be. So other than that, I thank you for joining me today for the fabric haul portion. Now, the other thing I wanted to discuss with you is actually the jumpsuit challenge. Yay! So I am bringing that back for 2024. The jumpsuit challenge is really to celebrate International Jumpsuit, Boiler Suit, Coverall, Romper, you name it, Overalls Day, right? It's October 25th. And so now between October 25th, you can sew up a brand new spanking pattern or go back to an oldie but goodie and start a new project with that, and then post it on International Jumpsuit Day, October 25th. So I'm really looking forward to it. I have information over on Instagram as well. Please submit all of your makes over on Instagram. If you want to put up a video about Jumpsuit Day, which you're planning on making, would love for you to join me in that as well. I have a number of jumpsuits that I made last year, earlier this year, that I haven't even posted anywhere. So I'll be including those. Of course, will be fully transparent in saying that these were not made during that time or during this time. But for those that I do make, I will definitely share those as well and indicate so. But I hope you will join me. I enjoy wearing jumpsuits and rompers, play suits, boiler suits, coveralls, overalls. Again, all of that is in the family. I do enjoy wearing them. I know some folks absolutely hate it, think of the bathroom and just like, I don't want to go through all that trouble. And I totally get it. But for me, it's a one and done outfit, right? It's much like a dress. You just have the dress on, you accessorize, and you go. For me, jumpsuits do that because I'm not a dress girl per se. because I move around a lot. I like to cross my legs, throw my, ankle over my knee, and that may not be the best look while you're sitting in a dress. And so for me, it's all about comfort and function, and the jumpsuit gives me that. So I hope you can join me on that. I have some information on the screen somewhere beside me, above me, around me, in place of me that you'll be saying. You'll see all the details there. Please use the hashtag Sew Rump Jump Play 2024. That is the hashtag for this year's Sew Rump Jump Play 2024. Use that hashtag here on YouTube, also on Instagram. Love to see your makes on the 25th of October. If you want to post some works in progress, please use the hashtag Sew Rump Jump Play Peek. And that way we'll get a sneak peek into what you are making, or get some hits on what you are making. So absolutely excited to celebrate International Jumpsuit Day with the world. Hope you can join me in that. And as always, thank you for joining me on this sewing journey. I appreciate you being with me. Let me know in the comments if you've ordered from Girl Charlee before, what your reviews are in terms of the fabric that you received from them. Let me know if you've made something with those fabrics that you received, and especially all the fabrics that I showed you today. Let me know what ideas you have. I have tons and tons of patterns from, the big one. It's 5 brands, but it's truly the big one. It's only one company with the 5 brands under their umbrella. So if you have any of those patterns, that you want to shout out, mention it, let me know. Unfortunately, a few weeks ago or last month, I lost every single one of my digital patterns, all of them, every all in each of them. So unfortunately, I don't have access to my digital patterns to pull. I have some that I ordered from a couple of different websites that are still operational, that may allow me to go back and be able to retrieve those, because I think I've only downloaded like each pattern once, and sometimes they have limits as to how many times you can download it. A lot of the patterns that I had also were from companies that are no longer operational. So unfortunately, unless I can get my external hard drive working again, that's just a total loss there. But if you have, like, from Simplicity, McCaw's, Nomi, Berta, who's the other one? Vogue. I don't have a lot of Vogue, but some. But if you have any of those ideas for the fabric, please let me know. So again, I appreciate you. Thank you for taking your time with me today, and I'll see you soon. Bye.